At 5, parents in one low-country district getting a concerning email just one day before the new school year starts. Dorchester District 2 confirming a tuberculosis case at Summerville High School. According to DD2, somebody tested positive for the respiratory illness and students may have been exposed. News 4's Webb Wright is live at Summerville High School with what parents and students need to know before they go back to class tomorrow. Webb.
That's right. We were able to confirm that the individual that was infected contracted it at the end of the most recent school year, the 25-26 school year. But the South Carolina Department of Public Health tells us they were not actually confirmed. The case was not. It's until just a few days ago. And now once the case was confirmed, it started its contracted tracing protocols and notified the district. That was DPH. Now, according to the DPH, at this time, there is no quarantine or isolation requirement for any individual involved in the situation. That was the statement from the district and DPH. Families that potentially came into contact with the TB germ received a second letter. That included information about recommended testing options. Currently, TB is treatable with antibiotics, and a doctor we talked to with HCA Healthcare tells us it's airborne, but it takes anywhere from 1 to 3 hours of exposure before infection occurs.
But it is important to make sure that we are following the recommendations of the Department of Health to make sure that we are screening those at risk appropriately, as well as monitoring for any sort of developing symptoms. And so that way we can make sure that we are contacting the appropriate people and getting them appropriately on treatment if need be.
Now, the second letter says testing will be offered at no charge and consent forms can be returned by students from today through August 11th. Now, officials say if that form is not returned, that DPH may contact individuals, whether it be parents or guardians of the individuals, to obtain verbal permissions to be tested. But again, the district telling us that DPH says there is no quarantine or isolation requirement for any individual involved in this situation at this time. And of course, we'll keep you updated on the latest. For now, live here outside of Summerville High School, working for you, Webb Wright, News 4.
All right, Webb, thank you. Well, ahead of the upcoming school year, experts sharing tips for getting back into that routine. Adjusting to the change in schedule can really be the trickiest part for students and really their parents too, whether it's sleep or diet. The change from summer to the school year can have a huge impact on kids. And it's not just them. Routine is essential for adults too, as we make sure our bodies are adjusting to the changes properly.
None of us is at our best if we don't have the energy and the nutrients that we need for our brain and our body to function. So getting back into routines with sleeping, eating, exercising our reading muscles, and then also ensuring that children have time to play and we have time to spend together as a family.
Well, she also provided a few tips for helping move back the alarm clocks. Try moving them back 15 minutes a day. Parents, you probably already know this. Some good advice to try to get your kids back into that wake-up routine.